This video is help with writing equations of lines that are parallel to the given line. So the directions in the first question say, write the equation in point-slope form of a line that is parallel to 2x plus 4y equals 8 and goes through the point -11, comma 2. So it seems like a lot, but we break it down step by step. First things first, point-slope form is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. The very first thing we should look for is what's our slope. So we can get that from the line they gave us, the 2x plus 4y equals 8. The only thing is, we need to put it into function form first. To put it in function form, we need to solve for y. Subtract 2x from both sides. 4y equals 8 minus 2x. Then we divide each and every single term by 4. 4y divided by 4 is y. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Negative 2x over 4 reduces to -1/2 x. From here, all I really need is the slope, the -2. Everything else, don't really care about. So the slope of our parallel line is -1/2. Since they're parallel, slopes are exactly the same. Then the new point I'm using is -11, comma 2. If it helps, label your points. This is x1, this is y1. From there, we just take all of this information that we just found in red and plug it into the point-slope form equation. And we get y minus y1, which is 2, equals the slope -1/2 times x minus -11, or in this case we can change it to x plus 11. At that point I have an equation in point-slope form. I'm done. This is the answer to the very first problem. Moving on to the second one, the directions say write the equation in slope-intercept form of a line that is parallel to y minus 10 equals -5/3 times x minus 2 and goes through the point 6, -4. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. We go through the same procedure. First, I need to figure out what is my new slope, or what is my parallel slope, which I can get from the equation they gave to us. If you look, the equation right now is in point-slope form, which means my slope is in front of the parentheses, in front of the x. And the slope is -5/3. The rest of this information doesn't really matter at this point. So off to the side, I'm going to write my information down. My new slope is m equals -5/3. Since it's parallel, the slope is the exact same. Then the only other piece of information they give me is a point, 6, -4. If you want to, again, you can label this x1, y1. But since I'm only given a slope and a point, I have to start finding my answer by using point-slope form, which means I start using y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Plug all of this information in. That's why we label this x1, y1. y minus negative 4, so y plus 4, equals your slope, negative 5 over 3 times x minus 6. So right now, it's in point-slope form, however, I wanted it in slope-intercept form, which means I need to solve for y. So first thing I'm going to do is distribute the negative 5 over 3, and I get y plus 4 equals negative 5 over 3 times x. Then I have to do negative 5 over 3 times negative 6. If you want to, you can just type this in your calculator or do this in your head or off to the side. Negative 5 over 3 times negative 6, or I can rewrite it as negative 6 over 1. You can cross simplify, so 3 and 6 are both divisible by 3, in which case you have negative 5 times negative 2, which is negative 10. 1 times 1 is 1. So when I distribute and I multiply negative 5 over 3 times negative 6, I'm left with a positive 10. Sorry, over here I messed up. Negative 5 times negative 2, positive 10 over 1. After we distribute, we can subtract 4 from both sides. Y equals negative 5 over 3 x plus 6. This equation is in slope-intercept form, and this is my answer.